Sir again, and so right now we are talking about this Leetcode POTD, that is problem of the day for 20th of January. And here this question statement, it says that the construct the minimum bitwise array 1. Okay, so we are given a array. We are given an array, let's say with value x1, x2, x3, and x4. Okay, there are four different values are given, and it is saying that you have to find an answer array. You have to found an answer array. Let's say this is my answer array as a1, a2, a3, and a4. And it is saying that answer array, every component means every ai for answer array should be such that ai or ai plus 1, ai plus 1, let me yeah. So what I'm saying is ai plus 1 should be equal to this whole value 1 should be equals to xi. That means here if I'm saying this example, that means that a1 or a1 plus 1 should be equals to x1, and similarly a2 or a2 plus 1 should be equal to x2. This is the whole idea of this question. Now the question is simply saying that we don't know about a1 because we only given the x1 and x2, and we somehow have to find these a1. Okay, and the final answer should be like the minimum value is a1, a2, a3, and a4 and everything. Okay, so what is the approach that we are going to do? And in these type of questions you already know that there will be some pattern, some algorithm that we have to apply on the that side, bitwise operating side. Okay, so let's first try to gain an intuition for this. Okay, so let me take you an example. Let me take multiple examples of different numbers. First is that if you see clearly that, let's say I'm putting 4 value 4 here. Okay, let's say that this is my xi, and I have to find two numbers. I have to find one number ai, such that the or operation for ai and ai plus 1 should be equals to xi, and xi here is 4. Then if you see clearly, let's say I don't know about ai and everything. Okay, I just know that it may be of some kind of things like this. Okay, and if I see clearly that it should be let's say I am taking 0 here. So plus 1 will be, if I'm taking 0 here, it will, the plus 1 will be something like this. So I'm one thing sure, that the last bit, or or the least significant bit, that the rightmost bit, which one, the rightmost bit will always be equals to 1. So one thing I'm sure, that with with any kind of operations, with any kind of operation, I cannot find an ai for which ai or ai plus 1 will be equal to xi when xi is equal to 4. Or if I generalize it, then I will say that if the xi is equal to even number, then we will take our ai as -1, because we cannot find values for even numbers. I think this part is clear to each and everyone. Now let's take an example of odd numbers only. So let's take an example for, let's say I have taken one this number as an example. Let me take one more example like this. Let's just take like this example also. This is my x1, this is my x2, and this is my x3, and I'm trying to find ai and ai plus 1 for these. Okay, and if I see clearly, I can see that okay, this is my number that I have to form. Hmm. If I see clearly, I can finally find that if I flip this bit, then it will form 111, and if I add 1 to this, then it will form 1000. And if I OR this, if I take the OR operation on these numbers, it will form something like this. Yeah, and this is my xi. Similarly, if I just try to flip the rightmost, if I try to take the continuous rightmost set bits that are coming, and I will flip the leftmost of these bits. Hmm, I will flip the leftmost of these bits. So I have to flip this part. So let's say the number will be 100 and 11, and when we are adding plus 1 to it, it will form 10100. And if I or I will this, then 111 0 0 1 0 0 1 and 1010 and this. Okay. Similarly, if I look at this part, I can simply flip it and say 10000 and or it will be 1000 and 1. Yes. And if I take the or operation for these number, it will be again the whatever ai xi, whatever the xi way that we have set. So we have got one intuition from these numbers, or we can say pattern formation, that let's say there is number some xi, there is some number xi, and what I will do is I will first try to find, let's say this is my number. Okay. And I will try to find the first, you know, first operation, first I see, first leftmost bit, leftmost set bit, leftmost set bit from the rightmost right end, right end to, from right end I will try to find the leftmost set bit before any unset bit arrives. Okay. So here is this number. Now how do I find this kind of information? How do I find this? There is no direct step to find this. Either I can one thing I can do is that I will just take a vector and I will store all of these values, and then I will start from here, and then I will do the thing and everything. Okay. This is one of the naive approach that we can do. Okay. But we are talking about bit operations, so we can get to a better approach also. If you can see clearly, okay, we can't find the this part, but let's say if I take the value as minus xi, then it will be 0 1 0 11 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0. Yep. And somehow I can find the rightmost set bit of any number. If you know how to find the rightmost, which one, the rightmost set bit, rightmost set bit. Okay. We have to find the code for finding the rightmost set bit. Okay. Let's say I have this value 10111. Okay. So I'm looking at this value and I have to find the rightmost set bit. Okay. This is my rightmost set bit similarly, and the rightmost, let's take one other example like this. Okay. So what the operation says that we to find the rightmost set bit we will take minus q minus n. Here the number is n, so minus n, and we will take the end with n only. But what does this minus n? Minus n means in the bitwise operations, minus n operation. Okay. uh, let's take it down a little bit, and let's write it in a proper way. Hmm. So our best thing is that first we need to understand that minus n means in the set bit operations, minus negative q or invert of q, invert of n, and minus q means invert of q plus 1. Okay. So if I'm trying to find the rightmost set bit, rightmost set bit of a number n. Okay. So what I will do is the operation is minus n and n. Okay. And what does this minus n represent? It represent invert of n plus invert of n plus 1 and n. Okay. Is this clear to everyone? Yes, I think it is clear to everyone. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Minus 1. Yep. है ना? But if you see clearly that this is the idea to find the rightmost set bit of a number n. Hmm? But if we see clearly, if we have number xi, if we have number, if we have this number xi that was 101000. Okay. The rightmost set bit for like, and let's take another example and something like this, okay? And we are try to find this value, okay? So what I will do, what I was saying is, I can, I will first take the negative or invert of xi, and it will be 0 1 0 1 1 1 and 0 0 0 0 0. Yep. And we are trying to find the this rightmost set bit for invert of xi. So it will be now the invert, or neither, if I'm trying to find out the this value, it will be, or this value, the invert of xi, and we are trying to find the rightmost set bit in this invert of xi. Rightmost set bit in invert of xi will be equals to invert of invert of invert of xi plus 1 and and invert of xi. And what does this mean? This means xi plus 1 and invert of xi. Yep. And somehow by this value we have found we have found a number that is, and for this we will find a number such that what we will get is 0 0 0 and 1 0 0 0 0. So we have found this value. Hmm, and one more 0 because we have found this value na. We have found the the just left 0 to the this set bit, okay? I know it's pretty confusing to get these ideas and everything. Just stay with me, and I will, make a conclusion in the last, and you will understand it properly, okay? So let's take a simple example first. Okay. Yep. This is the simple example. Let's say this is my xi, okay? And I know for some reason, I know because by the observation we have done, that we have to flip this bit. So what we will get is 1 0 0 1 1 1, and what is our ai plus 1? It will be 1 0 0 1 0 0 0, okay? And if we take over of these operation, we will take the xi, but we have to find this value somehow. So first we have done, what we have done is take an invert of this xi, and the invert of xi is something like this, okay? Then we have found the find rightmost set bit, find the rightmost set bit in invert of xi, and by somehow we know that it should be equals to xi plus 1, and okay, let's erase this first, then we will write it again in a better formation. Okay, just stay with me. And yep, let's take this, and it will be equals to xi plus 1 and invert of xi, okay? Okay. So what we have found is right now is, for 1 0 0 1 1 1, we have found the value, a number such that 0 0 1 0 0 0 0, okay? But what is the value that we need to try to invert this value, है ना? So what we will do is, we will take we will increase one this set bit. So it will be done by, it will increase this to it will increase it to 0 0 1 0 0 0. This is my the operation. Let's say I'm storing this value as z, okay? This is my z, and this is my xi. And what I will do is, I will take z like this, and it will formation 0 0 1 0 0 0, and it will be 1 0 0 1 1 1 1, okay? And now what I have to do is, I have to invert this value only. I have to invert this value only. So what I will do is, I will take, what my operations will be, that I will take xi and invert of z increasing bit. It will be, it will change the values something like this: 111011. Okay, and let's take the OR value of this. Let's take the OR value of these two. Okay, so what it will be: 1 0 1 1, and we'll take the AND operation of this value. We'll take the AND operation. The values will be 1 0 0 0 1 1 1. Okay, and this is the value that we are trying to find initially. If I go to this part, we in the example, the AI that we are trying to find. Okay, I know in the bit operations it seems pretty confusing and everything. I have tried to each and every part to explain in a proper way. So what is the conclusion here? I will write some points in the conclusion here. And conclusion number one is that finding the rightmost, find the rightmost set bit formula, rightmost set bit formula. Hmm? Finding the rightmost set bit formula is minus q and q. Okay, and what does this minus q means? It means invert of q plus 1 and q. Okay, in this question, specific to this question, the second point starts, and it will be, we have to find xi, we have to find a number ai such that ai plus nahi ai. Okay, okay, we have to find xi such that, we have to find xi such that ai, we have to find ai such that ai or ai plus 1 will be equals to xi. Now to find ai we have to do some operations in the bit part. So what we will do, first we will do is, we will take the we will take the invert of xi. We will take the invert of xi. Then we will try to find the rightmost set bit for this number. Rightmost set bit of this number means invert of xi. We'll take the we will input the value my invert xi in the place of value of q. Okay, so it will be invert of xi, invert of this plus 1 and invert of xi. Okay, and it will be equals to invert goes to 1, so it will be xi plus 1 and invert of xi. Okay, the fourth operation is, let's say let's store this value in z. So it will be xi plus 1 and invert of xi. So it will give, it will give us rightmost set bit, rightmost set bit for this value. But we don't need the rightmost set bit, we just need to increase it by once. I have given you a proper example why do we need to this. So what we will do, we will increase it to z, increase the set bit. Okay, or shift the set bit to a right. Okay, so we'll shift the set bit to right, and then finally what we'll do is, we'll take the invert of this and operation of xi. So our final answer means ai will be equals to xi and xi and invert of z and right shifted to 1. Okay, this will be our final answer of ai. Okay, and what is the first observation that we made first observation is that if xi percentage 2 is equal to 0, that means that xi is even, then what we will do, we will take -1 as our final answer. So this whole value is only for even values. Okay, these whole operations. Okay, so let me show you the code part. So code part is pretty simple for this part. So first is value that is nums of I, and if value percentage 2 is equal to 0, that means value is even, so we will push back -1. Else, first we have defined the z is equal to value plus 1 plus 1 and invert of value minus invert of value, and then we have increase right shifted by 1 bit. Okay, then what we have done is value is equal to val and invert of z. Invert of z means this value, invert of this z and value. Okay, and then finally we will push back this value. Okay, and this is our final answer, and it will be a great solution for each and everyone. In this question basically we have found various things that are pretty exciting or pretty, and that can be used multiple times to find the solution in a very fast way. Okay, this question is mentioned as easy part, but yep, if we go with that with that approach key, we will first store all of the values in vector, and then we will do the flipping of the leftmost in the rightmost continuous ones that are happening. Okay, it's pretty confusing when I'm saying, but in simple terms it can be said that what we finally what in simple terms what we are doing is in simple terms what we are doing is, if we have a number something like this. Okay, so what we'll do, we will take the rightmost part and we will try to find the leftmost continuous one that is coming. So we will take this and we will just flip it to 0. Okay, that's it. In doing this operation we have to do these 5 different steps when we are doing in the set bit operation, but these all operations are in O1. These operation will take some values, it will take some space because of vector and everything. So that's why we should go for that approach. Okay, so in this question we have found 2 3 minimum problem also, that how to find the rightmost set bit as soon as we can, like in of one operation, rightmost set bit. And yep, one more thing that a if we are like what was the formula for this part. So the formula for this part was initially it was minus q and q, it was trying to finding the rightmost set bit of it. Okay, but minus q means it will invert of q plus 1 and q. Okay, so you try to remember these formulas because this will help a lot when we are in a contest or and everything. So yep, I will also post the solution in the description so you can check it from there also. Okay, so bye bye, and see you in the next video.